After 7 long weeks, the courtroom is empty and Donald Trump's diaper is full.
Cliff, guilty on all 34 charges.
Guilty.
Sentencing of the former president of the United States happens 4 days before the RNC on July 11th at 10 a.m.
Oh, guilty, but with a real good excuse.
It's a beautiful morning. I mean, I don't know what to do. And I admit, I'm so glad I was wrong. I'm shocked. I did not have faith in our system, at least our legal system, because I figured all the ways he was getting away with manipulating it.
This verdict is written on a cocktail napkin, and it still says guilty. And guilty is spelled wrong.
From having, his own way, attacks on the judge to try to undermine him, his jury tampering with all of his little buddies, all his little friends like Matt Gaetz and the rest of them, coming down to going up to New York to bring him a blanket because it was really cold, as you may have heard in court. There was very chilly.
The Trump hearing, but how's he doing? He's complained that he's chilly in the courtroom. Is it chilly?
I'd make him feel better while he was sleeping and farting. And even with all of that, even with all his attempts at jury tampering, all his attempts at undermining the judge in every other way, this man tried to test our law. He actually was found guilty of all charges. Hallelujah.
Lord Humongous himself is apparently he's pouty at this point. Going back to the what the jury wanted to hear again. Now, I think there's 2 points that really stood out just in the last few days with the closing testimony and the closing arguments and the way that the prosecutor laid it out, that this is not just Michael Cohen. We've got all these people coming in here. They corroborate this story. They're basically saying this is what happened. And from the jury's perspective, it's the David Pecker testimony that really seemed to push it over the edge. That's
going to say.
Yeah, the David Pecker testimony was, we had gotten into this arrangement to buy and kill these stories when they came up.
When you're guilty.
Right. The appropriately named David Pecker.
Yes.
In any case, but because he's still buds with Trump. He just didn't want to go to prison. Undermining his credibility on this is pretty damn hard because, he's not somebody who has been at war with Trump. I think Hope Hicks probably helped too. With the fact that, again, somebody that was not at war with Trump. And so you had people corroborating this who were not people that they could claim, like they could try to do with Michael Cohen, that, he's just mad and blah, 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 blah. And so their lies were of less value to them.
Court finds guilty.
Pretty good. I'm still kind of in a state of shock, I got to be honest with you. I feel like I'm floating, kind of.
I'm with you 100%. This is just, it's because this is an amazing historic day. This is the first time an ex-president has been convicted as a felon. Donald Trump is a felon. He has been found guilty of 34 charges, and we still have multiple other cases that are sitting out there. This is one he just could not stop in time. And let's face it, with 34 charges in a day and a half, this is a slam dunk. This is about as easy as a layup as you're going to see in a court case. And the jury clearly saw the evidence that Donald Trump was guilty.
You're the one who was guilty.
They had nothing, right? Again, I always love using that famous scene, appropriately, by the way, famous scene from The Untouchables with Robert De Niro playing Al Capone. So very appropriate. That was Robert De Niro. You have nothing. You
got nothing.
They had nothing. They just, all they could do is have very high IQ individuals like Lauren Boebert stand outside the courtroom, talk about how great a guy he was, and that the jurors are really mean and the judge is really dumb. And she was able to do that because there was no performance of Beetlejuice that was going on at that time, so that was good. Had it been playing, it would have been hard for her to balance her schedule.
The juice is loose.
She rushed up there really quick when she found out there was a man named David Pecker there. Let's just be honest about it.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She got there.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, it's Beetlejuice, exactly. They've got a sequel coming out. You got David Pecker there. I don't know. It's going to get much better. She had to be there for that.
Just running through some notes here. Trump looked defeated as he walked up to the cameras in the reporter station outside the hallway. This is from the Times. This was a disgrace. This is a disgrace, Trump says. This is a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who is corrupt. Trump is now listing a litany of complaints he has made in the last several months. Justice Merchan was biased. Alvin Bragg brought his case was an effort to keep Trump out of the White House. He should have gotten a venue change because it's liberal-leaning Manhattan. The real verdict was going to be November. Yeah, you're going to lose, by the way, in November. Trump is significantly less animated than he was as he rattles off the familiar lines. He closes by saying, "We will fight for our Constitution. This is long over." He spoke less than 3 minutes in total, did not answer shouted questions, and basically is running to hide.
What the hell is this?
Colonel Jessup, you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, with his,
Well, in his defense, true, but in his defense, they were having a deal on the crispy wings at the KFC next door. So he did have somewhere to be.
It's all in one bowl.